ಅನುದಿನ ಅನುಕ್ಷಣ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲೂ ಕಲಿಯೋಣ, ಕಲಿಕೆಯ ಹೊಸ ಹಾದಿಯಲಿ ಜೊತೆಗೂಡಿ ಹೆಜ್ಜೆಯ ಹಾಕೋಣ, ಸಂತಸದಿ ಕಲಿಯೋಣ ನಮ್ಮ ಹೆಮ್ಮೆಯ ಈ ಕ್ಲಾಸಿನಲ್ಲಿ.
Yes, sir. Yes, teacher. Present, ma'am.
Hello, dear children, how are you? Fine? Okay, good. A hearty welcome to all of you for this class. Before going to start today's session, take a look on thought of the day. That best portion of a man's life, his little, nameless, unremembered act of kindness and love, by William Wordsworth. Wow, nice thought, isn't it? Now let's start today's lesson. Today we are going to study the 4th unit of 7th standard, the poem that is A Night in June. A Night in June by William Wordsworth. Take a look, brief introduction about William Wordsworth. A poet with great love of nature, he began to write his own poems when he was still child. He was encouraged to read and memorize classic poetry from a young age. Most of his poems are based on beauty of nature. Now I want to give some instructions. Listen it carefully and follow it. Children, be ready with your English textbook and notebook to note down some points. Shall I ask some questions? Yes. Which is the longest day in a year? Which is the longest day in a year? Try to answer. Anybody? Yes, it's a July 22nd. The next question is, which month come before July? Which month come before July? Very good, it's a June. Can you imagine the weather of the month of June? Can you imagine the weather of the month of June? Yes, very good. It's the month that welcomes monsoon. The day is big and the night is small. It's an awesome experience in the night of June. So today we are going to discuss the awesome experience of night in the month of June. Dear children, please go to the page number 41. There is a poem called A Night in June. I want to recite a poem. Please listen carefully. The sun has long been set. The stars are out by twos and threes. The little birds are piping it among the bushes and the trees. There is a cuckoo and one or two thrushes, and a far off wind that rushes, and a sound of water that gushes, and the cuckoo's sovereign cry fills all the hollow of the sky. How nice, isn't it? Wasn't enjoy it? Wasn't enjoy it? That's good. Very nice. Dear students, we heard some new words in this poem and I have highlighted it during the recitation, and the new words are piping. Cuckoo, thrush, gush, sovereign and hollow. First of all, piping. It means singing. Let's create a sentence out of this word. Yes, we heard a melodious piping sound of the birds in the morning. We heard a melodious piping sound of the birds in the morning. The next word is cuckoo. It means a small singing bird. It means a small singing bird. Let's create a sentence out of this word also. Try it. Yes, my friend found a little cuckoo pecking at grains in the park. My friend found a little cuckoo pecking at grains in the park. The next word is thrush. It means a kind of bird. It's also a kind of bird. Let's create a sentence out of this word also. Please try it, children. Yes, the song of the thrush is very melodious. The song of the thrush is very melodious. Let's move towards another new word, that's gush. It means to flow out suddenly, to flow out suddenly or forcibly. The air gushed out of the wall of the tire. The air gushed out of the wall of the tire, like tss. You hear something like that? Okay, students, I hope you. The next word is sovereign. The next word is sovereign. It means superior, supreme. It means superior or supreme. Let's create a sentence out of this word also. Okay. The president is the sovereign commander of the armed forces. The president is the sovereign commander of the armed forces. Okay, students, I hope you comprehend it. Did you observe any rhyming words in this context? Now, move on quickly towards some rhyming words. The next word is hollow. Hollow, it means empty. It means empty. Let's create a sentence out of this word also. Yes, the flutes are made of bamboos as they are hollow from within. The flutes are made up of bamboos as they are hollow from within. Okay, students, I hope you comprehend it. Did you observe any rhyming words during in this context? Now let's move on quickly towards some rhyming words. These are set, at, threes, trees, thrushes, gushes, rushes and cry, sky. Okay. Let's go through with the summary of the poem. In this poem, the poet is expressing his feeling about the night in June. He says that the sun has been set long ago. The stars started out to appear in the sky by twos and threes. Still, the beautiful birds are piping in melody. A cuckoo and some thrushes, the singing birds, are still singing with pride. A sound of wind is also rushing in. The sound of water is also gushing in. The sky has been started to cover with darkness, but the cuckoo's melody replacing the emptiness or darkness by its superior sound. Now, let us go to the comprehension part of the poem. Please open the page number 40. In the first main, answer the following question. The first question is, where are the birds piping? Can you answer? Please try. Where are the birds piping? Of course, the birds are piping among the bushes and the trees. Let's move towards second question. The second question is, what fills the hollow of the sky? What fills the hollow of the sky? Are you trying? Yes, please try. Okay, the correct answer is the cuckoo's sovereign cry fills the hollow of the sky. Let's move towards another question. Name the birds that appear in the poem. Name the birds that appear in the poem. Please try. Okay. The birds that appear in the poem are a cuckoo and the thrushes. The birds that appear in the poem are a cuckoo and the thrushes. The last question is, write down the rhyming words in the poem. Write down the rhyming words in the poem. Please try. Yes, set yet, trees, thrushes, gushes, and cry, sky. Now, the second main is match the following. Now, the second one is match the following words with their actions. The given column, A side and B side. In the A side, there are words water, cuckoo, bird, wind. In the B side, action words like cries, gushes, rushes, and pipes. Okay, let's move. Which action word from column B matches with the word water? Please listen carefully and try it. Which action word from column B matches with water? Yes, of course, it's a gushes. Try next one. The second, cuckoo. Which action words from column B matches with the word cuckoo? Yes, it's a cries. Cuckoo, cries matches with cuckoo. The next word, which action word from column B matches with the word bird? Please try. Yes, pipes. The correct answer is pipes. Okay, last one is wind. Which action word from column B matches with the word wind? Yes, it's a rushes. Congratulations for the right answers. Now, the third main is, which line do you like the most in this poem and why? Which line do you like the most in this poem and why? According to me, and the cuckoo's sovereign cry fills all the hollow of the sky. Because the darkness of the sky is replaced by the melody of the cuckoo, which gives the message the darkness is always concerned with brightness. Now the third main is, now the last main exercise is describe a full moon night in 4 or 5 short sentences of your own. A full moon night is a beautiful time to spend in nature. A full moon night is a beautiful time to spend in nature. The moon is shaped round on that day. It reflects the light to the earth. On that day, moon looks like a lamp in the sky. Dear students, I think you enjoyed the lesson A Night in June. By this, I am Sayyid Zainul Abdin concluding the lesson. Thank you. Take care.